Alright, we're back here live. Southern Iowa. Waiting for these storms to roll this direction. We got a decent little base on this thing, actually. It's kind of impressive, honestly. A little more impressive than I thought it might be. Hello again, guys. Watching these storms roll in, and actually, it's like I said, it's slightly impressive looking storm for the most part. Actually, I think we're gonna head somewhere to another little spot here. I'm gonna see what happens as we roll over this hill, see what it looks like over there. But yeah, we got a decent little base up to my north. A little bit of 3K vorticity. You never know, you can get some little bit of action on this thing. Especially because we probably have some sort of residual outflow boundary from the early mornings, from the, sorry, not the early morning, the afternoon, early afternoon storms. It's a pretty solid looking little storm though, base and everything under it. It's been shooting some CGs every so often as well. Just rolling in the gravel right now. I know these roads pretty well, so I don't feel too bad, even if it's gravel. That looks even worse, or even more scuddy and interesting over there. We may go that direction instead. Yeah, so we're gonna head south here on this road. And then we're gonna go, yeah, I'd say that other storm looks almost more interesting to me. The actual south side of this storm. So we'll go south here. Data actually is decent here. Welcome in, guys. We're back out here live. Glad I'm not going north. The road is closed to the north, so we actually picked the right way to go today. Data should stay decent out here, even though it's gravel. There's a couple spots it might drop, but for the most part, it's actually not a bad spot. We got this storm rolling in from the west right now. It's moving almost due east, and we're going to be headed straight towards it here soon. Potential for some hail and some damaging winds, and also some very heavy rain. Scud on that thing. It's a very low scud. Wow, look at that. Scraggly little base on it almost. Could set around here, honestly, if we wanted to. I think we could find a spot on this road, honestly. The data's good, for the most part. Weird base, though. We'll say that. It's a very oddly well done base. I think we're going to go after it. I think I would rather take a little dive at it. Even though it's not very good data that direction. I don't know, we'll see whenever we get closer to it. But welcome in, guys. We're looking at these storms to the west right now. Currently still back in Centerville. We're looking at the storm just west of me in Corden. It's interesting. It's very odd. It has a little bit more structure than I thought. Actually, a lot more structure than I thought it would have. I thought it was just going to be like a little bit of a scuddy. But to be fair, we do have very low LCLs, and we do also have a very close temperature dew point depression. So I mean, that's a very good moisture content right now in the lower atmosphere because of the earlier morning storms. We got a lot of low-level instability present. So while it is a little bit weird to see some decent low bases on this, it's not overly insane. Welcome in, guys. Watching these storms to my west roll my direction. Quite a base on that thing. Gnarly base. Wow. I'm gonna head that way. Just keep heading this direction, and then we'll be back on the Highway 2, headed west right at it in a moment here. There's a lot of good gravel roads out that way, so we're gonna go on this highway here. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out where. Yeah, not too far west of you probably. Alright, so now we're gonna be headed straight west. There's some scuddy little base on this thing, guys, so we're gonna take a peek. We're going to take a look. I'm not sure how the day is gonna be though for the most of this portion. So there's a chance we lose some connection after a little bit. We'll have a little while of good data, but this road has some very awful data. Alright guys, here we go. We're headed west. There's a little base on this thing. We're going to see what can happen with it. That storm right there doesn't look too bad either. You guys look straight to my north. This whole system of storms looks pretty crazy actually. Like quite interesting. Surprised how good it actually kind of looks. But there's some really low lowering over on this storm. I think we're going to go after the lowest base. Seems like the clearest and lowest base seems like the best option for a chase usually. Wow. Huh. Crazy looking. You guys can see that. I don't know if you can. It's a little hard to see on the stream's a little wide, but it's quite a lowering. Definitely have surface-based storms here. Not a 3K vorticity. You get some magic to happen on these storms. I'll give you the double view right here. You get a base over there to the right, which is a little flatter and colder, but then you got this base to the left that looks a lot more moist. And a lot lower as well. Huh. There's got to be some sort of boundary here from earlier. That is the only thing I can think of that maybe is doing this. Because that's a decently defined lowering. Some little lower bits of scud on that right storm too. I just can't tell if it's rising or if it's just kind of sitting there, because it almost looks like it's just kind of sitting there for the most part. Might have some good structure here in a minute. We'll see. Guys, might do the zoom in camera a little bit more. Alright, we're going to zoom in just a touch on this. Radar might have a touch of rotation. It's hard to tell for sure. Doesn't look like too much. Hey, welcome in. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate that. I don't know what's going on right now. This is crazy. Welcome in, guys. Yeah, data will be a little rough here. There she is. There's the base. There's our base, guys. Got some motion coming in from the right. It's quite interesting looking. Let's try to find a little better spot. I don't know if we're gonna though. And we have data. Let's just set right here. Set up here a touch further. Nobody's behind me or anywhere, so I might just set right up here. I'm just gonna set up here on this road, this intersection. south. Is that not gonna lie, that one storm out that way looks almost better. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Okay. We're going south a touch here. I don't know how far, but we're gonna go a little bit. That other one looks even more interesting to me. Down by the Numa Highway here. These both have a rotation in this embedded in the storm. These are big birds. They gotta get out of the way. Alright guys, we might have iffy data, but we're gonna have to roll with it. And we gotta get into the best position possible for this. There's some interesting bases on these storms, guys. South here, didn't go right this minute. Likely we're head west on the Numa Highway. Let's see what happens. I have no idea how the data is down this direction, honestly. Let's zoom back out a touch. Hey. Rolling south, this is a little more interesting of a storm than the earlier ones, so I'm not as concerned for the data, but I'm more concerned for actually seeing what's going on with it. So we have to get south. Actually, you know, we could go west on this highway or this gravel road too. Get advantage of it quick, but it's a sharply contrasted base right there. Jagged base. Wow. Quite impressive. Also slightly impressed by the data right now. Yeah, this is the second stream of the day today. Alright, I think I'm going to stop here. We got a beautiful vantage of these balls. And we got enough shoulder in it. I mean, it's a gravel road, but we got plenty of shoulder. Usually don't get that much shoulder width on the gravel road. I'm going to take a picture because these are quite impressive for what I thought was going to happen. I don't know, guys. They look pretty good. We literally could just sit here and wait for them, too. Wow, I might get some good shots of this one closer. Not much motion moving on this base, but I mean, they're just nice looking bases. They are moving upward though, they're rising. A little bit of that rising scud motion on them. On both of them. 3 Cape vorticity driven storms right here. Quite incredible for what environment we're in. I did not expect to see something this nice looking, actually. I'm gonna take a picture with my camera. Like I said, I didn't think we'd get anything this good. I'm glad I brought my camera. I almost didn't. Sometimes I don't bring it when I don't feel like we're gonna have anything DSLR worthy, but definitely this is. I'll give you guys a better view here in a minute. Give me time to take some pictures. This one's the most impressive right in front of me. I'll turn the car around too because this one looks a lot better. Three Cape vorticity for the win. That's what I always say. If you want some nice structure on a day that you don't expect it, 3 Cape vorticity. Alright, we're going to turn around here because this other storm looks significantly better now. Nobody's on this road. The data's been solid enough. So I'm just impressed how good the data is on a gravel road and how amazing this terrain is here too. Lots of lowering. Alright, we're all the way off the road safely too. It's the most impressive part of this. Alright, we'll get you guys a view of that. That one's nice looking, guys. Very impressed. Very, very impressed by this. Lots of upward motion on the scud. See some left to right motion maybe in there a little bit. Alright, we're gonna head back north a touch. I want to stay with this. I want to stay ahead of this. We can't lose this. I was like just gonna wait and let it go north of us, but this has some motion on it even. It's got quite a look to it right now, guys. Possibly some rotation on radar, hard to say for sure. Let's get back up to the highway and roll eastward. Could also go south. Lots of upward motion on the scud right now. Right now, I'm kind of impressed by it. Got some mid-level, maybe some mid-level rotation. Man, it's gotten some good structure, even in the mid-levels right now, guys. Not a lot. There's not very much, but we are in some sort of weird outflow region of the old storms from earlier. Here. We got some decent low-level photographs as well, guys. Zone for any storms, and then it stayed together. It fired up way west of here, and it kind of stayed together, and then we got this thing into the better shear now, and we've got it looking decent. It's got some solid structure associated with it. Gonna head east with it for a little while on this gravel road. Should be some decent vantages along this road. Should be able to stay ahead of it pretty well. It's got a good look to it though. Definitely a miniature supercell here. Let me see what to do. Yikes, this number. Okay, we're going north. Go north, and then there's a quick right option up there. Or east, I guess, sorry. You guys want to know the direction I'm going. I'm currently going north, and then I'll be going east here soon. Just want to stay ahead of it enough. test drive, but we're just rolling right now. Yeah, it looks like later tonight we're gonna have some good chances of lightning as well. I think we go straight. I think that's what I was trying to do. Make sure. So I think this takes me right to Centerville. Yeah, it takes me close enough. It takes me where I can get there. Okay, that should work. Okay, this should take us where I need to get to. Quite the road network we've got here. Flood area ahead. Well, at least we haven't had too much rain. Wow, this is going to be quite the drive to this where I'm trying to go. It's like a roller coaster, guys. Alright, we don't have a storm right now, but we're just rolling. Better spot again. Repositioning currently. Someone lost an entire tire right there. That's probably not good. Hopefully that was off of a trailer and not off of a car. Got a couple lightning strikes nearby is what my phone is saying to me. It's currently rolling eastward, guys. We're on these crazy roads just southwest of Centerville. Storms are coming right for Centerville and adjacent areas to the south especially. Had some good structure for a couple minutes there. I'm not sure how it's looking now. I can't look, obviously, because on these circus gravel roads, but we'll see when we get to where we're going. I'm surprised the data's holding up. Data's actually been decent, guys. I'm impressed. So I guess at least I know that southwest of town's actually not bad at all for data compared to what I thought it'd be. I mean, it was very flat and wide open for a while there. I mean, there were some great spots on that Numa gravel road, Numa gravel road. So that's a good one to remember. Thanks for going that way, buddy. I didn't want to hit you. Off of this craziness. Alright, now we're in Centerville. Alright, let me take a peek at it. Well, it still looks pretty decent. Still looking pretty solid, guys. Alright, well, I know what we're gonna do then. See if there's a way to get from here to there the quickest. Yeah, it'll only take about 5-10 minutes, so I'm just gonna do what I do the direction I know I can do. Actually, you know, maybe going through the reservoir would be a better idea. I don't know, that might give me a better view. We'll see. Consider a different option here. I just don't think there's any roads that get me there any faster than I'm looking for. These people better be ready for some rain here in a minute. We'll see though. You never know. Centerville's about to get hit by some rain here within a little bit. Sorry, I can't see the stream chat right now. I'm trying to focus on driving here. Alright, there we go. Now I can see the stream chat, guys. Alright, so we're just rolling here. Just southwest of Centerville still. Got a nice looking storm. It's coming this way. We're going to see what happens. We're going to try to get to a better spot. I know some ways to go. overperformed what I thought it looked like, so I'm quite impressed. It's got the structure to it still, so we're just trying to get to a better spot with good data. It's got some lowerings. I think I can turn here. Yeah, I can get this. Wait, I don't know why I did that. Whoops. Hey, I thought I was somewhere else. Not where I'm thinking of it. This will work though. Oh, you know what? This actually might work better. Gets me out of town a little quicker, I think. I know where I'm at. Alright, we're currently in Centerville, but we're going to be out of it here soon. South. Just trying to find what I'm looking for here. Just finding a good spot and decent data. This is the fastest way for me to get through town right now. Oh yeah, it's going to start pouring here in Centerville in about 15-20 minutes probably. Maximum at least. It's nice to have good data in town for once. Still lowering on this. Just trying to find a new spot to look at it for a while here. Thank you all for tuning in though. If you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, if you want to help out with the gas money, feel free to do a super chat or become a channel member today. And also we have the new scoreboard kind of thing. So if you guys want to try to be #1 on the scoreboard, donations help the most, I think. Or the super chats help the most. I'm not sure what memberships do. I've never seen it. So I actually have no idea how much a membership helps out the your XP score. But we'll see. If someone does it at some point, who knows? Like, I don't even know. I have no idea what the score has to do with anything. Technical numbers, at least. Alright, guys, we're rolling here. I'm trying to find this area to look. But thank you all for tuning in. Centerville's about to get hit by some heavy rain. Some lightning and thunders along with it, but mostly heavy rain and a couple wind gusts that could be a little heavier than your usual thunderstorms. Especially because we have a little bit of wind shear now. Obviously. Very obvious we have some wind shear now, as you guys can... Oh my, I appreciate that. That really helps out. Thank you, Alan. That I really appreciate that. Oh my gosh, I wonder how much XP that gave you. That might be... I think that XP score might be unbeatable. I'm not sure that someone else could even get close to that XP score, so I really appreciate that. What does that say? That says 2,700 XP. I don't think that's possible, because I appreciate that a lot. Oh man. The XP is pretty interesting. I'm glad they added it. It's kind of a cool thing, because I know that like Twitch has it. But yeah, anyways, I really appreciate that, man. Well, we gotta find a good spot for you now, because you sent that, so that's what we're looking for. Come on, give me that spot. I gotta find it. I can't see any scud on it now anymore. Well, I just can't see it physically. Who knows? There might be some scud under this thing. That's crazy that the XP boost gave you that high. That's funny. You know, I didn't have any idea what the XP would do, but yeah, I really appreciate that. That really helps out a lot. So I love storm chasing for you guys. Even these local little ones, nobody else out. These are the most fun, honestly, because they get to connect a lot more than, you know, those big days are fun. You get a bunch of tornadoes or whatever. Maybe you get tornadoes, but there's so many people out there. The streams just aren't as fun. These solo ones where you're at home and like getting a bunch of people on here, a couple hundred, 50, 60, up to even 150, 200 is super fun. So I really appreciate that. And thank you all for tuning in here. Let's see, what's it look like? Still got some lowness to it. Just looking, it's really hard for me to see anything because we're in town. Data's good. That's the positive here. Storms seem to maybe be fizzling out a touch. And we have I think there's gonna be another round later, guys. So we might actually have a third round of storms. Because currently it looks like up near Des Moines, up northwest of Des Moines, we've got a full entourage of a line of storms on the way, so we might actually have a third round of storms for the day. gonna look out at this spot. I know this spot always has a good vantage point. Not really that great northwest, but it should be fine. It should give me a good enough look at it and see what it looks like for now. Still can't get over how many XP points that gave. I think you get 75 if you like do a bunch of chats. 2,700 is quite insane though. That's likely unbeatable. Because I mean, you couldn't beat that, honestly. Because I just don't know how much like other things do for that. Let's see. Still got quite a look to it. Whoa. It's weird looking, guys. Really weird looking. Look at that thing. It's really weird. You don't really have many east options is the only issue from here. At a weird spot to try to keep going with the storm. Just trying to find a route that we can get east. I just don't really know any. I guess I can go down south a little bit, but I think I can get up on the highway and not have a terrible vantage. Lots of rising motion on it, guys. That right side's moving a ton. I'm gonna move to another spot. This doesn't have as good of a vantage as I was hoping for. I kind of know one other gravel road I can take. And if I don't want to take it all the way, I can take it till I know where I can. Like there's a kind of a split off on it. So I think I'm going to go on that because that has a really good vantage at the beginning of it. And it's just right over there actually too. This is the positive part about being this close to home. You just know all these roads without having to look at anything. Well, yeah, thank you guys. We hit 10,000 subscribers today too. That's pretty crazy. Honestly, like last year, I started this year with 5,000, so I did not think there was a chance I could get to 10,000 this year, or especially this early in the year. Maybe I was thinking by the end, but I definitely wasn't thinking this early. So I appreciate everybody's support over the past year or past years for some of you guys. So let's see here, find this road I'm looking for. Seems like the storms are mostly somewhat falling apart a little bit, so I'll have to see if they can. They still have some heavy rain to them. The structure still looks good on it. On that right side of the thing might be faltering just a touch. We'll see. Better run. We're gonna find our good spot here soon. I know where we're going. Actually, we might do a different spot. Actually, no, wait, this is the spot. I was thinking of a different road. No, this is the one we want right here. Base, guys. It's not done yet. It's got some more time to it. Let's see. This is where we're looking for, right out here. Should be an advantage somewhere around here. It looks like that scud's starting to fall apart on the bottom. Dang it. Still get a view of it here though.
base directly.
Yeah, we'll probably reposition to the one to my west. Yeah, we're gonna switch storms now. This one's pretty fizzled out. We're gonna do a U-turn here. See another base to my west. So we'll switch it up. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. We got 66 people right now. If you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe. We've been chasing for a little while. Okay. All right. Nobody's here. That's the turbines move quite fast. All right. Try again. Next storm, we're gonna give it a view that direction quick before it's done, though. You guys can watch as it's pretty fizzled out for the most part. This original storm we were on. Yeah, look at that. Mostly fell apart, unfortunately. That thing looked good for a while there, though. We had some great structure and we had some little bit of motion on the bottom of it. The photographs aren't bad at all. That's why I was more impressed whenever I saw it. I was like, wait. And then I looked at the photographs like, man, that's actually not terrible of an environment for something weird to happen. Love to get a miniature sound here, like a little sounding out of this. I just want to see what it looks like. Got a nice little miniature supercell environment right now in this area. Seems like, at least. So we got somewhat curved photographs. We don't have a lot of low-level spin, but we got some. Oh no, we got actually a decent chunk. Never mind. This is quite better of an environment than I expected us to have here. I think it's because of that, like I said, that early morning storms, or the early afternoon storms kind of left a little bit more favorable of an environment for spinniness, some wind shear and some other stuff. Definitely a low level. We're headed towards this other storm now. After this, we'll probably end the stream again and get a new one. We'll have another stream up later. We've got like 3 different streams today, but I think we're gonna have a third one. I think because I like having a brand new one. I thought about, oh, let me just save it, but it's better for me honestly to just have a new one because it kind of little bass, but it keeps the notifications rolling so you guys see them when they're actually when I go live again, because otherwise it does, you guys don't see it. Like I had it live for a couple minutes on the old one, but I was like, let's start a new one. It's better off getting a new push of people, because then we actually have some people in here. That other one had like 8 people maybe. It just doesn't work. We're gonna head this direction, see what goes down. Yeah, we got a little base on it. Not as good of a base, but we got a base on it. That's the first part of the deal here. The other one started out just like this though, so a lot wider of a base. Here today, having a good time. Hopefully you guys are also having a good time. Driving around a little bit, seeing what these little storms like to do. We've got a little bit of a miniature supercell environment, and that's kind of what we've seen here. We had a lot more low-level shear and low-level spin than we thought we would, so that's kind of what's driven this structure actually to happen. And that 3K vorticity also really helps. But I'd say definitely even just the enhanced level shear and spin of the earlier storms kind of added onto this. Seems like these storms later are going to look decent too, I'm thinking. We'll just set up here. We'll find a spot to pull off right around here. It's got a decent look. It's not as good. It's almost a little more. It's a little more shelfy looking, but it's still decent. Better than nothing, that's for sure. Try to find the best spot to get off the road as much as I can, but there's not really. Here we go, right here. Can I stop in time? Yep, I can. All right. Pull in a little more back here. All the way off the road, that's nice. I like getting all the way off the road. I don't feel like I'm in anybody's way. Yeah, we're completely off the road. We got a perfect view of this little storm. It's coming right at us, basically, too. So, there you go. There's your view of this one. It's a little more shelf looking instead of base, but still not bad. There is a gravel road up here if we want to keep hooding up. Yeah, I think we're going to roll just a touch more. The data may not be as good, but I think the storms are falling apart anyways, so it's hard to tell. It'll be here before we know it, so we'll just stay here. We got good enough data too. Little spinny storms. I know the chat's a little quiet, guys. We got 58 people on here, but a little quiet of a chat. We had it pretty rolling for a while there, but it kind of quieted down for a little bit. Not much of a base. As I mentioned, a little more of like a shelf kind of thing. Well, it's kind of gone for the most part. We'll wait for this thing to get for lightning though. I'm looking for some really nice lightning when we get to that. Maybe the third stream. This is number 2. This is my second stream of the day. The first one we were looking for flooding and stuff. This one apparently we're looking for structure. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize how good of a miniature supercell structure, like, because it looked like on models it kind of re-intensified out down here later on. Maybe some lightning potential. Yeah, 9 or 10 p.m. seems like it make a decent cold pool. They might actually have a decent potential for severe weather even pretty soon up near Des Moines. Roll east here for a moment and then we'll decide what we're gonna do. Probably gonna end the stream here again, and then we'll just start even a third stream for the day, because I think it's a lot better for me to do that, because otherwise it doesn't really get out to people that I'm live streaming. West right now. It's the northwest, actually. It's really funny when I take off my hat how much quieter I sound to myself. It's really funny because it like echoes my voice around to my own ears, so I can hear myself better. It's really weird. It's really funny, actually, though. It's quite a weird phenomenon. I think we're going to end the stream here pretty soon, like really soon, just to get a little more break time between this and the next live stream of the day. Northwest Illinois, yeah, I was looking. There's a lot of rain up that way. There's going to be more rain later too, it looks like. At least it seems like it. Looks looks like a lot of the Midwest, a lot of Iowa and Illinois is going to get quite a bit of rain tonight. Storms aren't moving slow, but they're not moving fast. See, that's kind of the middle ground where you actually could get some heavy rain. So it's not too light, not too heavy, but it's enough. It's, you know, it's enough heavyish rain. I've had it for just enough, long enough time to get some minor flooding. Probably nothing too crazy, nothing like we've had in the last couple weeks when we had some heavy rain back to back to back. And honestly, this week, I'm going to be honest for you guys, this week, late week, looks good. We're going to have some, I'm going to be chasing quite a bit this week, I'm thinking. Especially later on in the week, we're going to have some couple different chances, I'm thinking, of severe weather. This week and, yeah, this week mainly right now. But it could keep extending longer, but I'm thinking first one could be mid to late week. Right now it's looking like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, somewhere in between that. We'll see. It does definitely look like next week, because today's Saturday. It feels like Sunday for some reason. But yeah, it's like a pretty active week for severe weather in the Midwest, and I'll be on a lot of, if anything, definitely if there's tornadic potential, I'll be on a lot of the stuff, even if it's a little bit of a ways away. But even with no tornado potential, I'll be on stuff in Iowa. So you guys can count on that. If there's any severe weather in Iowa, there's a pretty solid chance I'll be on it. But if there's tornado potential, there's almost 100% chance I'll be on something in Iowa. But even in Illinois into Missouri, I'll be most likely on it, even if it's a little tornado potential. And it's seeming like it's going to be kind of like that middle tornado potential, but like high hail potential. Those are my favorites. Big supercells that can produce tornadoes, but mostly don't. Those are my favorite, or not mostly don't, but they can, but they also don't always. Those are my favorite chases in the summer. Big, huge supercells that produce tornadoes once in a while. A little rainy tornadoes sometimes, but I mean, still, they're just awesome to watch big supercells produce. But yeah, for the most part, I think we're done here for now. We may have a third stream, may not. I don't know yet for sure. We'll have to see what it looks like is going to happen over the next couple hours. Models have consistently shown possibly severe weather here around 9 to 11 p.m.-ish, kind of starting in between that. So most likely we'll be live once again, but we'll see. The storms currently in Des Moines are kind of what I'm eyeballing for down here later. But as of right now, I think we're going to end this stream for now. Thank you guys for tuning in. We had some nice little structure there for a while, but yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys hopefully on the third stream tonight. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. It was a really fun stream. Thank you, Alan, again for the donation. That really helps out. The donations, actually. You had a couple, but appreciate it. But yeah, hopefully see you guys on the next one. But yeah, I'll see you guys either tonight or sometime later this week, because there's going to be a lot more potential for storms this week. But we'll see.